Is this thing on? Is there anybody here? Anybody around today? I mean, it is Friday. How you doing, everybody? I'm your buddy Uncle Bruce, unshaven. Friday, March 1st. Welcome to March 2024. Good Lord Almighty, this is unbelievable. Has anyone heard of? Has anyone heard if a flux capacitor has been invented and people can travel back in time? I'd love to know. If in the future, okay, someone has created a flux capacitor, in a DeLorean or whatever you're driving, and you could go back in time. Why don't you go back in time to this morning, here, March 1st, 2024, right here in Palm Desert? Why don't you, drive your car across on the roadway right outside our condo here, because no one's on the roadway. It's dead quiet. You won't hit anybody. Come on in here at 88 miles an hour, hit the binders, and then come on in here and walk through that door and say hi to me. Why don't you? Can someone send? I don't know. Maybe it's a distant relative, a future relative of mine. I don't know. Coming in here, going, "Hi, I'm related to your family by blah 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 20 generations from now, and we've invented time travel, and I've come back to say hi to you, just to let you know." Wouldn't that be great? That would be good for ratings, wouldn't it? I mean, this shows numbers that go up. I could probably get a lot of yous to give me a thumbs up if that were to happen. Of course, now we'd have to prove it. How can you prove who you are and how you are? I mean, who's president in the year 22, 28, or whatever, Oh, I love that movie so much. Who is president in 1985? Ronald Reagan. Oh, and Jack Benny is the Secretary of the Treasury. I'm Sir Jane Wyman is vice president. Yes. Love that movie. How you guys doing today? Welcome to the program. Fun week this week. Lots going on. A couple of things I wanted to fill you in on. First of all, if you don't know what we do here, I'm an old guy. Well, I'm 68. Okay, I'm not that old, but I'm old. I'm 68, and I'm younger than Paul McCartney. Okay, that's good for me. Younger than Ringo Starr. Way to go, you guys. Keep going. Don't you two stop. But I am older than others. I'm an old stockbroker from way back when. I became a broker in 1979. 79, I became a stockbroker. You could buy a Camaro in 1979 loaded with a 350 V8 engine and air conditioning. I think they were available with power windows at that time if you got the high-end version. I think a Camaro in 79 would have run you about $8,900, $9,000 Canadian in Canada, maybe 10,000, fully loaded. Those are the good old days. I remember paying rent in 1979. A two-bedroom apartment was $373 a month Canadian for a two-bedroom apartment on the 25th floor in downtown Calgary. And we had underground parking, and we had a swimming pool on the 10th floor, and we had a sauna, and we had a billiard room and all that. Well, it was great, and it was not air conditioned though. The building wasn't air conditioned. We were in a corner unit though, because we were in a very tall, skinny, rectangular shaped building, and we were on the corner, so we could open this window and that window and let the cross breeze in, and that kept us nice and comfortable. Those are the days. Minimum wage was $3, $3.50 an hour, and rent was $3.73 a month. So no people on minimum wage could afford that building. Today, rent in that building, $2,000 a month, I'm sure. Minimum wage, $20 an hour in Alberta. 6 times the wage, 6 times the rent. It's all the same. It's all relative, and everyone bitches about how broke they are. They did it then, they're doing it now. Some things don't change. But one thing that has changed is there aren't brokers anymore. There used to be stockbrokers, a dime a dozen, in every town, city across North America. Again, I'm from Canada, so there were stock brokerage firms everywhere, and you could, if you lived in a small country town like in Alberta, okay, you probably didn't have a brokerage firm in your town, but you certainly had one within 50 miles in a regional city of 50,000 people. Yeah, there were brokers there. Stockbrokers used to be your link for you to be able to buy and sell shares in the open market. But back in 79, 80, there was no such thing. I mean, no such thing as everyone in your office buying and selling shares of companies as a standard rule to get, to try to make extra money. That didn't exist. Stockbrokers were after clients, but the clients that were after stockbrokers, the two, were of the upper end. If you were working in a real estate office, the realtor, the owner of the real estate firm, probably had a stockbroker, but not the secretary of the realtor, not the other grunts. If you were in a company with 100 employees, the top 3 or 4 would have a stockbroker, financial advisor, but the rest wouldn't have anyone. Didn't have enough dough to even bother. There was no such thing as day trading back in the 1979-80 range. It was almost impossible. It was almost unheard of. It was an anomaly when I was a branch manager in the 80s, and my desk trader would fill me in on what's going on, or I'd just call my desk trader on the phone inside the office and just say, anything going on? Are we doing anything? And the desk trader would say, oh yeah, Joe, broker over there, this morning bought a whole bunch of stock with 10 customers, 10 clients. They all bought stock in ABC Oil and Gas Company. They paid $1.50 to $2 a share for this stuff, and it's now trading at $3.50, and they're dumping it. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a once in a blue moon kind of thing. Just didn't happen. Option trades. There were very few option trades in those days, because in the 1979, 1980, 81 time frame when I got into the business, to be able to trade options, the broker had to have a license, had to have an options trading license. The firm had to have an options trading master license. The stockbrokers themselves had to be individually licensed by the Securities Commission. That was an exam that took 6 months, a course and exam and all that. One in 20 brokers had an options license back in the day, and clients had no idea what an option was. Completely foreign. It took decades for the option business to really get going. And I remember Chicago, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. They came out they did a road show across Canada, a show and tell about something brand new, a brand new feature that they were offering. They were offering the ability to trade index options. And this would have been the mid 80s, I guess, something like that. And they came to Calgary, and I went to this presentation because I'm the branch manager of the firm with 25 brokers, 5 of which have option licenses, 5 taking the options course. I'm the VP for the province, and I had to go to this, and I was curious to go to this. And the room was there were like 500 of us in the room from all the firms, and the Chicago people came out. There were like 4 or 5 of them that flew out, and they had a slide presentation talking about index options. And one of the questions was liquidity. Are these going to have any liquidity? Because the problem we were having with options back then was if someone wanted to buy 10 contracts of Exxon or General Motors or whatever option you want to buy for whatever company, you might or might not get a fill. You might only get 3 of those trades off, and the other 7 didn't get filled because there's just no liquidity. These guys came prepared. They came and said, we have market makers on Chicago for these index options. And the market maker will have a bid and an ask going at all times, which will fluctuate with the market. 25 contracts on each side every time. So if you want to buy 100 call options on triple Qs, whatever they were at the time, you would put the order in, and a 25 fill would be guaranteed. You get 25 on the. If you hit the offer, you're getting 25. If the next offer is a penny higher and you hit that, you get 25 for sure. Now the market maker might fill all 100, depending on the volume of that contract, but it was a guaranteed fill and a sale. If you wanted to get out, the bid would always be there for 25, and the bid ask was going to be less than a dime, like about a dime between buy and sell last trade. Unheard of. We'd never heard of that. We'd never experienced that before, and we thought, well, that's pretty impressive. Because this is kind of one of the things we'd like to know about, is their liquidity. If I get clients into this option trade, I got to know we can get in and get out. That was interesting. And we had this brand new invention on our machine, on our desks at the time. This is 1982, 83, 84. Brand new invention. There was a computer with a screen that looked like a big, looked like a television, really, monitor, with live quotes that would change on the screen live in real time. Analog. The latest analog connection was now available out of Chicago. Wow, that was a big deal. We saw a few changes back in the day. Things have changed and things haven't changed. What can I say? Today we have things happening that could make for a big change going forward. SOFI. Something is going on at SOFI. Now, if you're a regular of this channel, you know I talk about SOFI all the time. But something's happening here. The stock won't go away from the $9 level. It just gets hammered down to $8.80. It comes back to $9. It goes to $9.15, comes back to $9, but it kind of hangs around $9. It's just hanging around $9. And that's the highest level it's been at for, since last month, since they came out with their earnings back in, the end of January. Even then, they only got to 9.30, and the last time we were at 9 before that was middle of January, and then prior to that, we were in the 9 neighborhood, probably October, September. We'd mainly been below 9 since last September, mostly. There was a little blip there in the end of the year. Something's going on. The stock isn't going back. Why isn't it going back? It traded 29 million yesterday, which is below average. The day before it was 58 million. Yesterday was half that, and it went up. Why would SOFI go up in price on half the volume from the day before? Back to 9. What is with that? Well, there are some rumors, there's some speculation, there's some confirmed discussions, there's a vibe out there that SOFI is in deep negotiations. So the story goes, with a Big 5 bank. We think we know what the discussions have to do with. It's not a takeover. It's not a merger, but there's a business partnership being discussed. And I have a suspicion what it is those of you who use SOFI, you're cashless because it's all electronic. You are, I believe, able to get your hands on a debit card. They might even automatically mail you one, and then you can use it in ATMs. The story that's coming out is that there is a Big 5 bank looking to make an exclusive deal with SOFI and its 8 million members and growing, to bring them in to the ATM network that one of these Big 5 outfits has. And there could well be a reciprocal access to SOFI services, fintech services for this bank's clientele through some sort of a licensing arrangement or something like that. There's something going on, and it's complicated, and it is huge, and it might be multifaceted. And I don't know anything else. I do know this: the top 5 banks, they are Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citibank, U.S. Bank. Those are the big 5. One of those big 5 is in discussions with SoFi in some capacity, and the speculation is that it is Citi. Although Odin's Pumpkin is saying it might also be UBS, but it could be Citi and Citibank. Well, Citibank has 600 branches, 2,300 ATMs, and 65,000 affiliate ATMs. You know when you go to like a corner store and they have those little skinny ATMs. Some of them have stupid fees. Well, there's 65,000 of those that are connected to the Citi system, and then Citibank has 2,300 of their own across America. And so there could be a deal being brewed up here for SoFi clients to be able to use any Citibank ATM for all the services that SoFi provides. Some kind of a deal. And then there's the thinking that Citi ATM users, Citi clients, can use their ATM and get access to fintech services. Now, I don't know, all right? I might be completely off base. And it could have something to do with this Galileo thing that Bobby's asking about. Something is brewing here, okay? A strategic alliance. We like each other announcement. We're going to work together on services that we both specialize in with all of our clientele. Could it mean that, I don't know, 10 million Citibank customers could become members of SoFi in the next 6 months? Could it be that SoFi has 25 million members a year from now instead of 9 or 10 or 11 or 12? I don't know. Yeah, anything's possible. Could there be a financing? Could there be Citi coming in going, we're going to do this, we'll do this together, and Citi throws $3 billion cash at SoFi, convertible at $15 a share if the shares trade at $20 or higher for 60 consecutive days over the next year or two. Could that happen? It would make Citi one of the largest shareholders of SoFi. Could Citi have a few board members on SoFi? Could SoFi have a board seat or two on Citi? I mean, I don't know. I mean, SoFi is small compared to Citi. I mean, it's puny, okay? But something is being discussed here between two entities, and we think we know who they are, but we're not sure. And it's significant, very significant. And for SoFi shareholders, this could be a blow the doors off event. Because if I get what I want, if Uncle Bruce gets what he wants, he ends up getting an investor into SoFi with a whole bunch of money, which SoFi will then lend out $7 to the dollar. So bring in $3 billion and lend out $21 billion more. SoFi goes parabolic quick. And it might add 5 to 10 billion in deposits into SoFi in mere months, which would bring it into the top 50 biggest banks in the United States. I mean, we're talking something big here. But what I'm after is $3 billion financing ballpark that could convert into 200 million shares of SoFi at $15 a share if the shares go to 15 to 30 or 20 to 30. The 200 million won't come from Treasury. The 200 million will be transferred, shifted from existing hands that hold it now. And the people who hold the stock now have about 900 million shares floating out there. We'll take 200 million of the existing float, acquire those shares under 15, and then distribute those shares to this buyer of $3 billion, which will be paid 1% interest until the deal is switched. And what you have is 200 million shares off the street for forever. Those shares are not going to be sold for a decade or more. And the 158 million shares that are short right now, those guys panic because all of a sudden 200 million of the shares they're thinking of buying back aren't available. So you can forget getting those shares. Now you're down to whatever's left in the free float. And everyone who owns this stock is going to go, oh, I'm not going to give it to you guys at $9.25 a share. What am I, stupid? You want my stock? Give me $30. I'm not giving up stock at 9 or 10 or 11, not with this deal being done. One feeds the other. So the stock's 901, 902. Yeah, I like it. I admit, I like the stock. I like the bank. Noto's got, what, 7 million shares? 8 million? I don't know what he's got. 7 million he owns now? The stock trades at $10 a share. Noto's got 7 million shares. He's worth $70 million. He's doing all right. But if his stock was to $50 in the next year, he's got 300. I can't do the math. He's got 7 million times $50. 350 million in. He's really rich. Okay. And you guys are sitting there going, well, gee, Bruce, I got 1,000 shares. I got 5,000 shares. I got 18,000, I got 1,800, I got 500, I got 2,800, I got 17,000 shares. You multiply it times $30 to $50 a share. What are you worth? If you can start writing call options on your SOFI with a $3 premium every 3 months where you keep 2 of it, how much money are you making? It's $1 a month on your stock. Can you take $1 shrinkage a month into your hands in cash on all the shares of SOFI you have? You'll do the math. You'll go, oh, wow, I got 5,000 shares. That's 5,000 a month in shrinkage. Yep, that's right. That's 60,000 a year for being a shareholder of SOFI. Congratulations. And it's only going to get better. So, yeah, I have my hopes, wishes, dreams, and aspirations. The stock's at 902. And this is chump change. Why is this stock not crapping back to $8, $7.75? That's what it used to do. It used to do this. It used to get up to the 9-10 range, and then it would give up 20%. Why can't the shorters crap the market down? Why can't they crash it? They got 158 million reasons to knock SOFI off its perch, and they're not getting it done. And yesterday we traded 29 million. It's not like there were 200 million shares of buying power coming into the market. The shorters couldn't drop the market yesterday. They didn't drop the market. They chose not to drop the market yesterday. Is it possible that some of these 158 million shares of short, actually they want to get them back? They want to get them back now, but they don't want you to know about it. God forbid you find out that 100 million of the 158 million are desperate to get their stock back without you knowing about it. Because if you know about it, guess what you're going to do? Yes, you who watch me and you who are friends of friends and friends who watch me, you're all going to buy this stuff. And it's going to go to 10 and it's going to go to 11. And these 158 million people, 158 million shares, have a $158 million problem every dollar the stock goes up. Yes, it goes up $10. They're down $1.5 billion more dollars. So something's going on. I'm just a guy in front of a computer talking to 238 people who are wise enough and interested enough to become option writers who are saying to me, hey, I'm not interested in chasing to the moon stories like a penny stock going from a dime to $20 a share. I like making money the old-fashioned way. Every day, I like having cash flow come through here. And every week or two, I love having option positions just crap out that make me nothing but money. And if this SOFI is taking a shot, I'm going to become an option call writer big time. Right now, you could be a cash-secured put call writer on SOFI. And I will congratulate you for doing so, because if these shares are going to 12 to 15 to 20, your cash secured puts are worthless, and you keep all the money, keep all of it, and you'll be able to roll over and do another batch and another batch. Way to go. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted. Anything you hear, I know you'll keep me posted. So we're watching, listening, smelling the air. We'll see what's going on. AI. What's going to happen with AI? Everyone else, half my community is asking me about SOFI. Another bunch of my community is asking me about AI. We're at 35.75 in the pre-market right now. Now, the shares had a very good day yesterday. They were up $7.28 yesterday, and the volume was over 56 million shares yesterday. That was exceptionally good and exceptionally high, because this is equal to SOFI trading 500 million shares in one day. That's what happened yesterday to AI. If you want to put it into context, this is humongous. The average volume on AI is under 9 million going into yesterday. 9 million a day is like an average day. 56 million changed hands yesterday. There's only 102 million that can trade on AI. So this move yesterday was more than just a couple of folks taking a shot at it because they came up with some decent numbers. No. There's much more than that. And we have got ourselves a situation here. There's a situation. There's a bunch of shorters out there who are sitting on 24 million shares, 34 million shorted on AI, and they lost yesterday $250 million in value because the stock went up. If it goes up another $7 today, that means they'll be down $500 million in 2 days on their AI bet. Could the shares go higher today? Yes. Will they? I do not know. But what would it take for the AI shares to break 40 and go to 45? What would it take? The first hour of today, we have to go through the sell-off because a lot of gamblers out there who are running into this thing and they were looking for a hit, just like Nvidia a week or two ago. A lot of gamblers were looking for Nvidia to go to 1,000 a share. It didn't happen. They were looking for AI to go to 35.40, and it did happen. 35 with a high of 38.30 yesterday. We got to go through those guys. We're getting rid of the speculators. So there might be some selling this morning. We're down 130 right now. This might be the worst of it. Between now and the first hour of trading, so from what are we at now? Just about 8 o'clock Eastern right now. So in 30 minutes we open up, and an hour later we'll find out how the first hour went. And if these shares escape the first hour with very little in losses, and or any losses that were incurred in the first 15 minutes were fully recovered, and the shares are unchanged in the first hour of trading today, and we've got 15 million through the door, I got news for you. We could go a lot higher today because we traded half the float yesterday, technically, not realistically, because there's a lot of turnover. But we might have another 40, 50 million share today, volume day today. If that were to occur, you would have in 2 sessions almost the entire free float turnover in theory. That is a stock that cannot be kept down. Stocks of that kind of volume on good news don't go down in price, they go up in price. Okay, these shares could reach $38 to $40 in the first 2 hours of trading today. You start breaking $40 before lunch hour in New York or around the US, this sucker could go to 45 later today, because in the last 3 hours of today's session, there will be nothing available, zero for sale from retail investors, because retail investors are going to go, hey man, the last 6 months, we've been getting the crap kicked out of us the last 6 months. We're sick and tired of having our stock go to 30, 31 and then have the shorters slam it and back down to 25. And then all these negative articles come out. And it goes back to 28 to 30 to 32, and it gets slammed all the way back down again to 25 with another bunch of shills writing negative articles about it. We're sick and tired of it. We don't believe you guys. The company just released much higher sales than the street expected. They lost way less money than they were supposed to lose. Their clientele list is expanding unbelievably. We're not interested in that. You're not panicking us anymore. Forget this. Screw you bastards. You guys are short 35 million shares. We've got 102 million shares. We're at $42 to $44 a share. Come and get me at 50, pal. That's what's going to happen. Not this afternoon, but this is what's going to happen. We saw the GameStop rally. We've been through all this, all right? This is the problem that these shorters have that they wouldn't have had 5 years ago. In the last 3 years, everybody saw the GameStop game play out. This stock hasn't even started a move yet. It hasn't even started a run. And there are people out there going, I've seen this movie before. What you do is if you get into this stuff, you don't sell it. You just tuck it away to your account and you fold your arms and let the shorters squirm for stock, hope and pray to God it comes back. Well, there comes a point in time where it doesn't come back. And that's where the longs have got you by the short and curlies. This baby's going to go. So we'll see in the first hour what happens. Isn't this fun? Oh, this is so much fun. SOFI is making me all giddy. AI is making me all fun and giddy and warm and fuzzy. Ooh, this is good stuff. Welcome, everybody, to the party. It's nice to have you here today. What is going to happen with our markets? It's option expiry day today. What can I say? GameStop, $14.30 a share. They come out with their earnings in 10, 12 days, something like that. We'll get excited about that next week, and we'll see what's going on. The story, by the way, Best Buy gave a clue as to what might be happening with GameStop. Best Buy earnings beat, revenue beat. Best Buy, if Best Buy can make money at retail, GameStop can make a killing at retail because GameStop doesn't have to worry about the inventory of Best Buy. I mean, you go into a Best Buy store, 15, 20,000 square foot store, you got refrigerators, vacuum cleaners, mixers, microwaves, stereos, parts, accessories, computers. I mean, you go into a GameStop store, 800 square feet, 500 square feet, gaming systems and games. Okay. The risk factor of GameStop to make money is 1% of what Best Buy has to go through. I mean, the warehouse space that Best Buy has back there, you're in the front of the store in Best Buy. They got another 5,000 feet back there. Truckload after truckload of goods have to come into a Best Buy for them to make any money, because how much margin is there in a flat screen television that they're selling for $500, $600, $700, $800? What are they making? $100 a television set? $200? They're paying their employees $15, $20 an hour. They got a bunch of them. They got to move a TV every hour just to pay 2 or 3 hours worth of pay for their employees. These guys are up against it. If Best Buy is beating on the street, then GameStop is making a killing. That is the reality of the situation here. GameStop has done some really interesting stuff the last year and a half that no one gives them credit for other than me, maybe one or two others. They've cut costs. They did their layoff campaign a year and a half ago, 6 months before anyone else started talking about layoffs. All kinds of highfalutin Dow 30 companies who are, we're going to do layoffs, and their stock went up 10%. GameStop was already doing it. Nobody gave them credit for any of that. GameStop has cut expenses to the bone. They have knocked down regional managers. They have knocked off underperforming stores. They're still knocking off underperforming stores. It's a beautiful thing. Every month, leases come up. Every month. They know in the next 6-8 months, oh yeah, we got 350 store leases coming up the next so many months. They're all there on our calendar. That store's gone. That store's gone. We're keeping that store. We're keeping that store. That's what they're doing. And it's a beautiful thing, because the customers who lose their GameStop store, they just go over to that GameStop store on the other end of town. Because that's how they're doing it. They're going from 8 locations in the city to 6 locations in the city or whatever. And the other stores make more money. And of course, you don't have to hire new staff at these other stores. You don't have to give them pay raises of 25% to keep them around. The GameStop jobs are coveted by the gamers. They love working at GameStop. And so don't be surprised if when GameStop releases their financials, they made money in their last quarter, and over the 4 quarters going back, they made money for an entire year. First time in 8 years they'll have made money. Don't be surprised. And then they'll come out and say, well, we expect to make just as much next year or more. Well, that doesn't justify a $14.30 stock, but we'll find out. Okay, you just stick around and we'll see what's going on. I love this game. This is kind of fun. Nvidia, $791 last night at the bell. We're at $800 on the pre-market this morning. Are there any viewers here that write, I don't know, credit spreads? Are any of you writing put credit spreads on Nvidia out there? I would think some of you are rubbing your hands with glee, sitting in the $600 to $680, $700 range on cash secured, on credit spreads, on put credit spreads. You got to be just loving life right now, and you should. You deserve it. You folks deserve to be loving life right now. This is good stuff. $800 a share, and this is going higher. This is going to go higher, but the best way to play this stock is with put credit spreads. Absolutely follow it. Just follow the stock. Stay well behind it and take credits. And when they shrink out, take out your position and create a new position. And just follow this market. It's taking you down the road. And if you end up making, I don't know, let's say you make $2 a spread 2 or 3 times a month. You're making $6 a month on your Nvidia. I can tell you this: if you're taking out $600 a month on one put that you write and one put that you buy, and your total cost is $2,000, your risk is $2,000, and you're netting out $600 on it every 30 days, I have a suspicion there are people who are doing it 10 times. They're doing 10 of these at a time, and they're pulling out $6,000 a month. This is more money. You're making more money than people who own the stock. Now, how can that be, Bruce? How can it be that if the stock goes up $10 a share, a spread person, a spread creator is making more money? It's simple, because you're taking it. Someone who writes a credit spread, who writes a put credit spread on Nvidia, they know they can't make 50 grand on the trade. They can't. They only wrote 10 of these things. 20 grand risk, brought in $4,000. They're going to close it out with $1,500, $2,000 at risk. They're going to pocket $2,000, $2,500 net profit. They're taking that money. They're going to turn around and create 10 more put credit spreads. They do 3 in a month because of the momentum and the volatility and the time passage. 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 a month coming out. There are no traders of the stock that can make that much money guaranteed unless they have $80,000 to buy 100 shares, and they buy it at $750 and sell it for $800. There's a $5,000 gain. They need $50 gains to make $5,000. You guys are sitting on put credit spreads with 20,000 at risk, less the credit you're receiving, and you're pulling out 8,000 a month on this stock because you have to. You have to close out your position to put your new one on because time is going by. You got to go from March contracts to April contracts, from Aprils to Mays and Mays to Junes. Whereas people who own the stock, there is no time frame for them, and they never get out. They're just holding it and wondering what's the high. Where should I sell it at? Gee, Bruce, the high of the stock is $823.94. Should I sell it $822? Should I sell $897? What should I do? $827? What do I do? I don't know when to sell. That's right. You're sitting on 100 shares with 80 grand on the table, and you don't know what to do. That's not a good position to be in. Actually, that's not that wise. And of course, why would you sell a winner is the common theme out there. The old wise tale. Why should I sell a winner? Hold winners and ride them forever like Warren Buffett. Well, there's something called cash flow and bills that people have, and you want to get paid, while you're doing what you're doing. And so put credit spreads are just a great way to use very little money very little capital as opposed to the buying of the stock and making money off the stock. It's unbelievable. If you've been here long enough, you hang around here long enough, you newbies, you folks who've only been here a few months, few weeks, few days, you stick around here long enough, you're gonna read commentary from the regulars who are saying, that's right, I'm doing what he's talking about. I'm doing exactly that. I write contracts and they depreciate and I have to buy them back for nothing. And then I write new ones. And every time I write a new contract, I've locked in my total potential gain, because when you sell something, that's what you get for it. Now, what did you buy it for is the question. Well, option writers don't know what they bought the call for because they haven't bought it yet, but they're going to. They also know that when they do buy the call back, it'll have less time left on its life because it expires at a certain time. It's probably going to shrink for shrinkage. And if the shares, in the case of puts, the shares go higher, the puts shrink even faster. And on credit spreads, there's an inherent shrinkage built into the program right off the get-go. It's just a matter of how many can you create and how patient are you? And are you getting better at folding your arms and watching destruction in front of your face to say, this is great, Bruce. These contracts are dying. I love this game. Anyway, Nvidia, $800 a share. Congratulations to my Nvidia credit spread, put credit spread writers. Those of you writing cash secured puts on Rocket Lab, writing cash secured puts on SOFI, taking on cash secured puts on GameStop perhaps because their earnings move, way to go. Yeah, easy money. You can do option writing here without owning any shares. This is a huge deal. So many channels out there talk about writing options on stock that you have, and that's the way it used to be. When I became a broker in '79, the options market was designed where you had to own shares in order to write a contract. That's the way it had. That's the way it was, and that kicked out 90% of the potential players of the option market because they couldn't afford to own stock and then do options. They either bought options on spec and hoped that the stock would make a big move in a short period of time, and usually it didn't, and they got wiped out, or you played the option by being a shareholder. Well, in this world of ours, with one of these little devices, which is available at your local kiosk in your shopping mall, you can be an option writer without owning any shares whatsoever. And if you're afraid of any one stock that might trip you up, then okay, you can write options on the indexes. Are you thinking like I am that maybe we've topped out for a little while on the S&P and the NASDAQ, that we're kind of near a top for now, even though yesterday we hit a new high? Is it possible that in the next month or two we might kind of hang around here, maybe dip a little in the spring before a summer rally? Is that possible? Sell in May and go away is what they say. Well, then you might want to be a call credit spread writer. You might want to do call credit spreads. Way out of the money, way ahead of the market, of course, because that's the best part about being a credit spread trader. You're not at the money at all. You're not at risk at the market. You're putting a position on that you're comfortable with, way the heck out there. That's the way it's. Anyway, up to you to do it. Welcome all to the party. If you want to know how to do all of this, you kind of want to get over to my website and watch some of my classes. That's one way to do it. You can scour the internet and try to find all this info yourself, and some of you will be very proud of yourselves because you've taken hours and hours of search time to find info that you needed to find, where others of you are just going to say to yourself, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to stockmarketswithbruce.ca. That's where I'm going to go. And when I get there, I'm going to see a friendly face, a familiar looking shot here. That guy. I'm going to see that guy at stockmarketswithbruce.ca, and I'm just going to go to his. I'm just going to go to his page where it says classes, the link that says classes. And then I'm just going to check out, there they are. There's lessons 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I'm just going to start taking his classes. I'm going to check out a class a week, or 2 classes a week, and just slowly build up the knowledge on everything I need to know about option trading. There are 17 classes now available. Is that everything you ever will need to know for the rest of your life, for all time? No, but it will let you learn a whole lot about the options market to get you going. Of course, you can always do this. You can always look me up and say, hey, Bruce, can I have a one-on-one video call with you privately, please? I think that might be the way to go. I've taken a bunch of your classes, and I've done some trading, because I can write options while I take your classes. That's earn while you learn. I'm doing that. But I'd also like to hit you up for a 1-hour private session, because I want to show you what my account looks like. I want to show you what my situation is. Here's how old I am. I'm working, I'm not working, I'm retired, I'm not retired, I'm disabled, I'm not disabled, I'm traveling, whatever our story is. My wife and I together would like to talk to you, whatever you want. Everybody is different than everybody else. And so folks will look me up and say, hey man, let's get together. Let me show you our position. I'll tell you what I'm doing. And here's the problem I've got. I took these classes, and I still can't get it in my thick skull on how to do this and how to do that. I don't understand, why would I do this trade versus that trade? You talked about it the other day, but I still didn't get it. Can you help me figure this out? And that's what I do in plain English, just to try to help you figure out how and what options you might want to work into that fit your tolerance level, risk level, comfort level, timing level, a million different things. It's also a great opportunity to converse back and forth, to really, help me understand you better and you understand me better. At the end of the hour, they always say, this was worth it. I'm really glad I did this. I should have done this sooner, is what a lot of people say. And then a number of folks say, I'm going to have one of these every couple of months with you, because I can't imagine just having one session and then thinking that I've got everything I need. I want to talk to you more often. And what begins to happen here is, as time goes by, we find out who the really, really successful option writers are. They're the ones who are here every day. They're the ones who've taken all the classes. And they're the ones who have regular one-on-ones, because they just go, this amount of money I'm sending this guy to talk to him for like an hour. He never talks to me for an hour. He always talks to me longer than that. It's worth it. And I thank you. I think that's what keeps me on the air. Love you guys. Thank you for becoming members of this channel. Keeps us on the air, especially you Gold Bagel members. Thank you all for joining in and being part of the family. I love you. Juan, buy all the classes ASAP if you want to learn. They are the best. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Honeybee, Splair. Discord is also a good place to have a question answered. That's right. Splair, after buying a class, he'll probably definitely answer questions that appear. Good morning from CC, and thank you all. The Big T, I think it's time for lesson number 3 for me. Jenna's World, good morning, Juan. Good morning, Juan, and happy Friday, everybody. Glad to see you all here. Mandu number 5 says, I'm the 104 thumbs up already. You've already got 100 plus thumbs uppers. Thank you all for those of you who are hitting that thumbs up button for us. It is much appreciated. If you could hit that button for us, please do. We appreciate it. It gives us momentum. It tells YouTube to promote this channel, to expose this channel to the financial followers out there, those folks seeking information on how to make money in the markets. They're steered this direction. They might find us tonight. They might find us on the weekend. There are a lot of lost souls out there who are worried about their financial future or frustrated by their existing finances. They're not happy with the returns they've been getting on their 401ks, or they're not happy with, the direction of the firm or their career, or their health issues have shifted and changed. There's turmoil. There's all kinds of things going on, and they are fed up, and they've decided it is time to make a change for the better. And they're shopping. They're scouring the internet. They're scouring YouTube. They're trying to find somewhere to go for whatever it is they need, to make them a better, more confident investor. Rather than just be at the mercy of a 3-4% return from a 401k that was supposed to be worth a couple of million by now and is sitting at $150,000 or something like that, or whatever the number is. Especially those of you in your 20s and 30s, you're sitting there going, "Good God, Bruce, I'm hearing nothing but horror stories all the time. I can't believe it. I've got relatives, my mom and dad are telling me about their brothers and sisters and uncles and aunts and whatever, and there are people out there who thought for sure 10, 15 years ago, they were certain that by voting in this guy and voting in that guy and voting for that senator and voting for that congressman and working at this job and having a 401k, that when they got to 50, 55, 60, they would be just living the dream. Retirement coming around the corner. It's all happening. Traveling around the world with my wife or myself or my friends or whatever I'm going to do. I'm going to retire in the desert and play golf and tennis. And you're finding out, you in your 30s, your 20s and 30s are hearing the horror stories of, did you hear about Uncle Chester? What about Uncle Chester? Well, Uncle Chester just figured out that at age 58, he's going to have to work until he's 80. He's not going to be able to quit at 60 or 65. Those dreams have been eviscerated. Did you hear about Auntie so-and-so? No, what happened to her? Well, she's a greeter at Walmart. Well, she's 75 years old. What is she doing as a greeter at Walmart? She ran out of money. She's only got Social Security. All of her retirement funds ran out. She had no idea she was so broke. Uncle so-and-so found out, or Auntie so-and-so found out that when Uncle so-and-so died, there was nothing left. They were broke. She let him handle all the money. And he died, and there's nothing being handled. He blew it all. He tried day trading 5 years ago and didn't tell her. The horror stories just keep coming. And you kids out there in your 25s, 35, 45s, you guys have got to get your act together and manage your own lives from beginning to end, because you're the only person you can count on to get stuff done. I want to get this fast forward message to you. You've got to do it yourself, and you better get your handle on who's going to do it for you. If you found me, I don't know how, but you found me. Maybe my message is the one. Maybe this channel is the one that is helping you, is going to help you get to where you got to go. I sure hope so. Beach Boy, here's some sage advice from Beach Boy. Don't take the classes. Stay poor. Live paycheck to paycheck. Do not get a one-on-one. Don't cut into the profits those credit card companies make from your family. Way to go. Just live the life you got. Reverse psychology. That's what that is. I see. Poor Uncle Chester and Aunt Rose. If only there was some way they could learn to write options in their retirement accounts. Geez, if there's only a way, they could only find a way to somehow harness the energy into the flux capacitor. We could go back into the future. Yes, is there a way? David, take the classes. There. Maybe that's the way you do it. Cody says the best sign that you've made it, sleeping while you want for as long as you want, is the best sign that you've made it. Sleeping while you want for as long as you want. Option writing is the way. Yeah. Are you sick and tired of getting up at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning to go to work? Have you had enough of that? Has it been like 3 years since you graduated and now you have to do this? Has it been 5 years? Has it been 8 years? Has it been 15 years? Has it been 30 years? Are you tired? Like all the time you're tired? Maybe you should do something else for a living, like managing your money to work as hard as you did when you were 18, 17 years of age with endless energy. Why don't you take your money, make it work as hard as you used to work, and you can live off your money? Pretend your money is yourself in another version that goes out and works. You remember that movie Multiplicity with I love that movie. Adie McDowell and the actor was it Tom Hanks? It wasn't Tom. It wasn't Tom Hanks. It was Keaton. Michael Keaton. God, I love Michael Keaton. Also love Tom Hanks, but Michael Keaton. Keaton and Adie McDowell. Multiplicity, where he made versions of himself. Oh God, I love that movie. Well, she touched my pee-pee, Steve. That's right, Steve. Thanks, Steve. I love that movie and the one-liners in that movie. You could replicate yourself you could make your cash, your assets, replicate you and do all the work. And you can just guide it. That's all you got to do. You just got to guide it. You don't have to get up at 4 in the morning. You don't have to commute to your goddamn job, wherever the hell that is. You don't have to travel for your company anymore. How about giving that up, saying goodbye to the airports, saying goodbye to highway commutes, saying goodbye to evading radar detection? How many speeding tickets a year do you get to go to from work and back at home? What does it really cost you to have your job? There are people out there who, when they really analyze where they've been at and where they're at now, they're going, I'm really not ahead having this gig at all. I'm just living paycheck to paycheck. There's always something to get me. By the time I've paid all my bills and I think we got some left over, I need new winter tires. The muffler fell off the back of the car. The brakes are shot. The car won't start. Starter, alternator, battery. It's something always screws it up. And it's been years and years and years, and you've just given up hope of anything good. Look, take control of your life. Multiplicity, replicate yourself, and hang out here. Yeah, this is good stuff. Coyote, Multiplicity, that's a popcorn classic. 5 bags of popcorn and a little keychain of Michael Keaton from Jack Frost. There you go. Oh man, we're opening up here. Larry Titus, everyone's anxious as hell to trade. Larry has hit the bells, and we are now open for trading. Thank you, Multiplicity fans, for being here today. It's great seeing you, and it's great to have you with us today. Take the classes, set me up for get together with me for some one-on-ones, and let's get you richer. It's actually kind of a simple formula. The question is, do you want it? Really? Are you just comfortable being a schlep? If you are, then you're a happy camper. You're happy being a middle class North American, Canadian, American, Brit, German. You're happy in the middle class. Great. Well, super. Congratulations. If your dreams have been shattered, if you've been left by the highway as a lost puppy, and you want to kind of find a nice warm place to live, maybe it's time to take control of your situation. But hey, you ask yourself that. I can't make you be successful. You have to want it. And it's how many of you know of somebody or yourself that made a New Year's resolution 2 months ago? Who made a New Year's resolution saying, this year, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and it's now March 1st, and it hasn't happened yet. Maybe today is New Year's Day for you. Maybe today is the day. That's it. You're gonna throw the gauntlet down and say, "Oh, that enough is enough. This whole fart that talks about getting my act together. I'm going to show him. I'm going to show that bastard. I'm going to take some of his classes. I'm going to start trading options. I'm going to get rich, and I'm going to love this guy. He'll show me. He'll show me. He'll show me that he's right. Okay, there you go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, 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 Patman. That's me. That's me. Thank you all for joining us today. Love that you're all here. We're going to go right now to member-only content, okay, for commentary. I'm begging you, please become a member of this channel. I'm begging you. I'm not afraid to admit it. We would love to have you become a member of this channel. And if you did, I think you may find that you could be very, very, very happy here. It could be quite good. Anyway, would love to have you come in and join us. And we thank you very, very much. There you go. Okay, let's see. I've got to get my act together here. I'm trying to go member only, and I've got the wrong thing set up here. I mean, what a guy. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, here it is. See if I can make this work. My computer's getting slower and slower. I think some of you know what I have to do, but I don't know what I have to do, but you know what I have to do. You can always send me a private email saying, you know what you should do to get your computer to go faster? You should do this, but you better explain it to me in plain English, or otherwise I won't know what you're talking about. Okay, there we go. I think we're member-only commentary now. Thank you all for being members. Those of you who are members, we love you. Jen and I, by the way, Jen and I went to Costco yesterday, pulled into the parking lot. Jen got out of the car, got out of the Tesla, and we walked into the Tesla front doors there, walked in there, and we grabbed a cart. And Jen said, yeah, give me the cart. I'll just push the cart. And she did not look for one of those electric buggies that Costco has. She pushed the shopping cart through the entire store yesterday. No problem at all. And we ended up at the food court eventually, and we ended up grabbing a hot dog and enjoying life. And she's her usual self. No cane, no walker, no electric scooter anymore. She grabbed a shopping cart. We walked it. It's awesome, man. This is great. Dolph is saying, good morning, Uncle Bruce. Speaking of Michael Keaton, I can't wait to become a full-time option writer to be able to play poker with the neighborhood ladies for coupons like Mr. Mom. There you go. You know where the money's really made. Oh, man. This is good stuff. Cody, I haven't been catching all the shows up, Bruce, but are you still advising people to hold off writing on SoFi, or is it still a good time to write? Only cash secured puts is what you want to do on SoFi. That's my personal recommendation. Everyone has their opinions. You got to decide for yourself, how you want to play this game. $8.91 is where the stock's at right now. $15 range is where I'm looking for the stock to go to, and then we start getting ready to write options, and you will haul in some serious money. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Thank you all. Here we go. Stop downloading all those dancing desktop girls. Remove those already installed things. JJ, I'm kind of comfortable being a schlep. I like being a schlep. Willie, number 136 on the thumbs up meter, Bruce. Thank you all for the thumbs up so far. Keep them coming in. We're going for 200. We hit 200 yesterday. Easy. The day before. Thank you all for getting us through 200 thumbs ups, especially those rerunners out there. You guys watching this show on the rerun, hit that thumbs up button for me. And you always get me over 200. You're awesome. I thank you very, very, very much. Welcome everyone to the party today. It's nice to have you here. We've got a few folks hanging around today, joining us. Option expiry Friday, March 1st, 2024. Unbelievable. Already March 2024. Unreal. Thank you guys for being part of the show and part of this channel. The reason it is so successful, it's incredible. There you go. What do we got? We got Rocket Lab down about 5 cents, SoFi down 8, GameStop off 15, Matterport off a penny, Spire off 14 cents, Smart Rent up a couple of cents. Apple's down 60, Goldman's down 5 cents, Cisco down 38, Tesla down 234. Arc Innovation is down 47 cents, Microsoft up 2 pennies, Pfizer up 29, HBQ up 86 now, Google down 70 cents, Amazon down 67. Nvidia is up 450, Unity down 57 cents, AI down 211 to 34.86. We're going to just see what kind of sell-off does AI have today, and is it short-lived, and do we go higher? Because that's what we're wondering about. A Wall Street economist is saying economy is not slowing, so the Fed won't cut rates this year. I've been saying that for months. Been months. You guys know that. You all know that's not going to happen. I've been telling you. 34.51 is the low on AI. 34.84 I think is where we're at right now. So we'll watch how that does. Adobe is up 458. Spiders are up 92. The Qs are up 143. Netflix down 56 cents. IBM is up 77 cents now, 185.80. Meta Platforms up 494. Vanik Semiconductors up 250. Home Depot up 76. Enphase down 140. Palantir up 26 cents. And Uber is down 13 cents this morning. I think what we have here is a market in a slight dip mode on some of these high-flying stocks, but this isn't going to last. We could go higher. The S&P is up a point. NASDAQ is up 11. The Dow's down 39. We really don't have anything going on here. It's really quiet there. Oil up 129 to 79.55. We really don't see much going on. Let me triple check my quotes here. Yeah, down 39 on the Dow, up 3 on S&P, up 26 NASDAQ. I think we're going to go higher. That's my hunch. VIX is down 11 cents. So yeah. Okay. Let's see what gives. Welcome all to the party. 34.40 right now on AI. 34.46 down 250. The question is this dip a temporary first thing in the morning sell-off because of profit taking, and then we get a surge? And do we break 40 later today? That is the question. I do not believe that AI is a one-day wonder stock, but the market will figure it out for itself. It'll figure it out. See what's going on. SoFi 885 down 13 pennies. The low of the day 882. Only a million traded. There's nothing going on here, so we may have again a slight weakening on the opening and then a surge as the day goes on. It is option expiry Friday, kids, so we've got volatility today. That's normal, okay? Welcome to the new normal, okay? Yeah. Let's see. What's going on here? Savage Wall Street. Ooh, Unity is still cheap. I'm going to place a stink order in here, $27.99, just in case someone is that stupid. Spare T. If you download less from those shady pages, then your desktop will be faster. Cody is a new member of this channel. Cody, how you doing, Cody? Welcome to the Chillin' with Bruce membership. Nice to have you here. It's great. This is great stuff. I love new members coming in. Although Cody, it might be a returner. I'm not sure. Honeybee, welcome, says Honeybee to Cody. Willie, NVFA April 19 puts. Are you talking about Nvidia? Is this Nvidia? Willie, are you giving me the wrong symbol? What are you doing there? April 19, 600 and 570 put CS.do. What do you mean by this? I need more info there, Willie. You're leaving me hanging here. I don't like guessing on this stuff. Cody, thanks for the members. I'm actually one of the original members, but I had to cut everything but my donation to St. Jude's for a while. Welcome. I think I had 17 months before, but in any case, you got me into the market back in 2021, and now finally, you may have just gotten my wife excited about this. This is priceless. Oh, this is good stuff. Welcome, Mrs. Cody. Amanda, number 5. Welcome, Cody. Yeah, all right. This is great. You know what's funny is it's not funny, but the reality is many times it's happened here. It's happened on this channel where people, they follow me. and they make it a point to stick around to follow me all the time. And then the partner, the guy, the girl, whatever, says, why are you always watching this person? Why? And they try to explain it, and it doesn't get anywhere. And, people are busy. We got other things to worry about. And then a week or two later, what? You're still watching this guy? And then time, later on, it happens where uh, something just happens. It's like, oh, the dishwasher is shot, and the other person said, why don't we just buy a new one? And the partner goes, buy a new one. You never say that. You never talk like that. Why would we? How can we do that? Well, I did some options trading with Uncle Bruce on that channel that I'm watching all the time. And, we pulled in $3,000 last week. What? And that's when the turn how much did we can also get a fridge? Could we also get a microwave? The one that hasn't been working on top of the stove for 5 years. Could we maybe get rid of that one and get a dishwasher at the same time? Hello? Yeah. There you go. And then the second person is really curious about what it is you've been up to with me lately, and I welcome all of you. Honeybee, welcome, Cody. Alrighty. Thanks, everybody. It's great to be back. Willie, Nvidia, April 19, 560, 600 put CS. Credit spread. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm thinking CPS credit, the short print. Okay, what do I think about a 560, 600 Nvidia credit spread on this? Okay, I like it in that I'm quite comfortable with the prices of these contracts. Yes, I'm also quite comfortable with the timing. They're going to die in 6 weeks. Completely worthless, weighing the heck out of the money. What are we talking? 560, 600. Let me take a look. I'm looking at my quotes. Now, again, my quotes could be completely useless. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, last night the 560s were like $1.04, and the 600s were $1.75, 199 last night. So there's about a 90-cent credit here on a $40 spread. $200 out of the money. Okay. Yeah, credits for Willie. Thank you, sir. Appreciate this. Nvidia 10 each, 600, so I 70 put credit spread up 36%. Should you hang on or take profits? Yeah. Hang on. There we go. $30 spread. Got it. 570s. Okay. Yeah, I would be probably closing those out soon. You probably got a better, put in stink bits to close them, and then move into higher priced contracts. Get a little closer. Get a bigger credit. In other words, 120 was it 119 last trade on 75 70s and a 199 last trade on the 600. So yeah, if you can squeeze that by getting as much as you can for the option you're long and paying as little as possible for the option you're short. In other words, don't just hit the bid or the ask. Stink bids, right? There we are. Yeah, here we are, 570, 600. Close this out with as tiny a spread as possible. Take your time. This is not a rush. We're at 802. The stock is up. These will shrink more because they're worthless. So don't be in a panic, but also, don't quibble over a couple of pennies. I mean, if you're able to close this out, great. Move into same timing. You can always move into maybe 700s and 670s. Maybe do that one. That's a $30 spread, but $100 higher with a credit. You got approximately what do we got here? 675 last trade on the 670s. I don't know what they're going for because my quotes are garbage. And 1180 something on the 700. So there's what, 550 in credit available coming up the chain. Okay, so thank you, Uncle Bruce. Willie, I think you got it right. You understand what I'm desperately trying to tell you. I don't have live quotes because I don't trade. So There you have it. Okay, do your work on your chains. You know the strategy, you know the overall. But if you go to 700 on the put that you're writing and a 670 on the buy, you're within 100 of the market. Great. April 19, great. There's shrinkage coming your way. Those 670 700s are going to do what the 570 600s did. They're going to do that as well. And so you'll go from a $5 credit spread to $1 or 650 to $1.50, or there's money in them there, Hills. I like it. Okay, there you go, my friend. Flint, SoFi, you may drop to 850 today. I would enjoy buying back my covered calls and rinse and repeat, or you may go to 950. Cody, I'm trying. I would too. Flint says Cody. Bobby, I'm trying for 700, 680 on the Nvidia put spread. There you go. The thing to keep in mind about these put spreads, Bobby's talking here about a $20 spread between the two, where Willie is talking about a $30 spread. You could possibly look at March 15 call put spreads on Nvidia with a $40 spread. And you might find that the call you're buying is $1. The put you're buying is $1, and the put you're writing is $4 or $5. And now you have a $4 credit spread. Now you had to take a wider spread between the two puts, but you've gone only to March 15th in time, and you're well behind the market. You want to investigate that as a possibility. For some of you, $10 spreads, otherwise no way. Some of you will say, I'll go 20, but I won't go beyond that. Some are happy with a 20, a 30, or a 40. Some might go 50. But if you want to get closer in for expiry, you're going to need to be a wider spread so that the credit you get versus what you're paying, there's something there, and you want that loss you're going to incur on the long put to be minimal, and the loss you want to see on the short be larger. So in relation to the anyway, there you go, Flint. I don't think it's going to over 9 today on the SoFi. We'll see. 884 right now on SoFi. Bobby, ask is 205, and my stink ask is 320. Maybe too stinky. Again, this stock, Nvidia can move $5 up or down in 2 minutes. So do not think really that you're that crazy. But, be reasonable. Cody, and look at this open up on my SPY and down on all our stocks. Can't last. Maybe SoFi shorts just hit 165 million. For all we know. Luca, hello, everybody. 151 thumbs up here. Last day in Florida and back to Italy tonight. Those are 2 lovely weeks across the U.S. Right on, Luca. Beach Boy on Clippers, I wrote 180 cash secured puts for January 2026. At 22.56. That's $50 out of the money. I feel so dirty. What stock are we talking about? Snow. There we are. What are you doing? Over my head, I'll tell you that. I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay. All right. Thank you. And it really helps when you guys give me the stock symbols. It really helps me try to figure out what the hell you're telling me. It would make a difference. I thank you all. Okay. This used to be a lot easier. It's not that easy anymore. 191 on Snow, and Beach Boy is writing 180 cash secured puts for January 26. He's getting 22.56 a contract to write a 180. So he's offering to buy the stock at 158, 157 or something like that a share. Yeah, 157.50. He's willing to buy the stock for 157.50. It's trading 191. Nice going. Out of the money, cash secured put trade, and you could pull that one up. Nice move there. Okay. 52-week low, 128. So he's willing to pay whatever, and then 237 for the high. There you go. Giddy up. All right. My gosh, way to go there, pal. Way to go. Keep me posted. All right. Cody, Flint Creek, well, I'm short 950 and 10 only out to 328. I'm not worried. I can always roll. Alberto, Beachy, you were a sniper primo. Luca, bought back my 2 AI cash secured put yesterday, sold for $5 a while back. I bought them back at 80 cents each. Thank you very much. Nice job, Luca. Beach, oh boy, 150 cash secured puts. 150 cash secured puts. Giddy up. All right, Alberto, Luca, nice work. Get the dinero, Luca. Oh, yes. It is what we're talking about here. 802 on Nvidia right now. The high today was 805 already, so we're going higher on Nvidia, which means all these puts are shrinking out. There's money in them there hills for some of you. Some of you folks today might want to take advantage of closing out some of your spreads for a profit. I don't know, depending on what you got, and then moving up the ladder a little bit, higher strike, bigger credit, and go that direction. Between March and April, why not? Worthy of a look. Well done. The Dow down 107 here. I don't know if this is accurate. Hang on. I hope it is. 113. Yeah, we're down 113 on the Dow now. And we've got S&P up a third of a point. We got NASDAQ up 18 or 19 or so. Oil is up 150 a barrel. Okay, keep going here. Flint, I rolled yesterday for a little extra money too. Nicely done, Flint Creek. Taking cash. Nvidia's handing money to my viewers again and again and again, and they don't own a single share. That is what it's all about. Uber 79.54 up 4 cents. Uber might be something you want to do cash secured, cash credit spreads on puts on. Cash, yeah. Put credit spreads on Uber. Credit spreads on Nvidia. Definitely. You could look at credit spreads on AI, 15s to 25s in that range there. You could look into those. Let's see. Credit spreads. Let's see. Excuse me. Call credit spreads on spiders, 550 to 575, somewhere up there. Qs, they're right now 440. I'd be looking at call credit spreads around 500. Those. Apple, put credit spreads, 140, 150 range. Enphase, put credit spreads, 190 to 90 to 100, right around that range. AMD, 196.97, put credit spreads, 140, 150. Adobe, 561. I'd be doing put credit spreads under, just under 500, around 500. Netflix 604 a share, 500 to 525 credit spread neighborhood is where I'd be going. Tesla $200 a share. I would be credit spreads in the 140-50 range, and call credit spreads 250-60 range, somewhere either or both if you want to do a condor. An Iron condor. What else? Let's take a look. Unity 28.73. I'd be looking at put credit spreads on Unity. I'd be thinking more upside than downside, but I'd be in the 22 to 15 to 22 range. I'd be down there. Like I'd be 15 to 20, maybe even more comfortably. Google 139. I'd be put credit spreading that 1 to 110. Moderna 93.90. Put credit spreads 80.85. Let's see. Cisco deep in the money calls. Per man cover call writing, or put credit spreads 35 to the 40 range. Pfizer deep in the money calls, per man cover call writing, or I would do credit spreads or iron condors 20 to 40, 20 to 35, but put credit spreads would be all right. 26.72 on the stock, super cheap. IBM 185.50. I don't know if there's any money in doing put credit spreads on IBM. I really don't know. You might have to do write a 160 and buy a 120. You might have to do a $40 spread to get any kind of credit. I don't know. HPQ 28.98. I'd be going 20 to 25 on the put credit spread side. Microsoft $412, 350, 360 put credit spread neighborhood. Right 360s, buy 320s, right 360s, buy 340s, whatever you're comfortable with. Amazon 176.68. I'd be looking at 140, 150 credit put credit spreads. Home Depot $380 a share. I'd be in the 320, 310, 330 range put credit spreads. Vanik Semiconductors 150, 160 put credit spreads. Goldman Sachs $385 a share. 320 put credit spread neighborhood, 3 to 320, 330, something like that. Boeing 203. I'd be 150 on the credit spreads, on the put credit spreads, but I also be call credit spreading at 250, comfortably at 250, 240, 260. Meta 498 put credit spreads, about 400 to 420 is where I'd be on the put credit spread. Target 152, call credits at 180, put credits at 125. JP Morgan 185 a share, 140, 150 on the put side, 210.20 on the call side. Costco 740, 193 put credit spreads. I'd be at the 650, 670. I'd stay away from calls. Costco looks like it's on fire. Walmart $58 a share, deep in the money calls, poor man cover call writing. Otherwise, put credit spreads around 40, 45. Disney 80, 85 put credit spreads, maybe 90s. Call credit spreads, 150s, 140s. I don't know if there's any money in it though. American Airlines, that you would write calls on if you own it, at $15.40 a share. And DraftKings $42.96. Put credit spreads around 30, 35. Down in that neighborhood is where I'd be respecting that stock. On the upside, call credit spreads 55, 60, something like that. Short term though, not too long. Royal Caribbean, call credit spreads 150s all day long. 140s, 150s, 160s on Royal Caribbean. We're going down on that. But I can't tell you the timing because that stock has been overpriced for 2 years. All right, the Dow down 134. There's where we're at right now. 33.94 on AI. The low of the session on this one, 33.71. There will be a down number that it'll bounce off of. I don't know what it is, but it will do one. I just don't know when. This might be the perfect time to write cash secured puts on AI, but I don't know. It might be a perfect time to do a put credit spread on AI. 15 to 25 range. But hey, you've got to determine this for yourself. Nvidia 803.50, up 12.38 today. There you go. SoFi 888, only down 10 cents. We're coming on again. The low was 877. We're now 889 on SoFi. 1410 on GameStop. Rocket Lab 456. Okay, let's go. Alberto, Uncle Bruce, did I mention that the Wednesday primetime session lit another bulb? I can't wait for our one-on-one next weekend. Savage of Wall Street, boom, rolled to Unity. March 15, $30 cash secured puts got a $1.51 out to January 25. I took in 450 more and rolled 3 more Unity 30 April 19 cash secured puts. Took in $3 for those to January 25, and I got 359 more. This is real life Uncle Bruce, $1,600, easy money. Susan Shops, Uncle Bruce, I wrote a credit spread on Nvidia earlier this week. I wrote $700 put and bought 680s. This morning, my gain on the right is $938, but the put bought at a loss. Bought at a loss of $791, so I'm at a loss for now. Okay, wait a minute. Now you wrote the 700 and you bought the 680, right? So what the put you wrote at 700, you're ahead 938. But the one that you bought, you're losing 791. Did you overpay for that thing? Like why is this doing that? What do we got here? This is okay. I don't know the timing of this trade, so I can't figure that out easily. Hit options on Nvidia. There we go. What is the expiry date, my dear? Can you let me know that, Susan? What was your expiry date on this Nvidia trade? Okay, wrote 700 put and bought a 680. Okay, I'm gonna guess March 15th, but I could be wrong. Let's move up here. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. No, I don't know. So wrote 700 and bought 680s. I don't know if you did March 15th. Did you do April's? Like April 19th. Thank you. There we are. Thank you, Susan. There it is. April 19th. Okay, April 19th. Thank you. All right. So let's take a look at April 19th. Okay, let's see. Of course, I'm looking, as you know, a little behind the time here. Okay, so the 700s are trading at 1065 down 115, and the 680s, right? You bought 680s. They are at the 635, 650, last at 620. So the 700s are down 115 each, and the 680s are down 89 cents. Shows me you're making money. Am I missing something? Your 700s are dropping faster than your 680s, which would make sense. There we have it. Again, I don't know. All right. Susan, the 700 cost was 1544, and the 680 was 1146. So you had a spread of almost $4. Okay, got it. You were almost a $4 spread, and right now we're at 1065 versus 755. The spread now is 310. Your spread is shrinking. You should be winning on this trade. I'm looking at Fidelity, but it might be 10 minutes behind. But I think you're winning. I'm certain of it. 804 on Nvidia. These are falling further. Your spread is shrinking. So you should be ahead on this. And I'm not sure, why are you not getting live quotes if you're writing a credit spread with Fidelity? Do you have to pay more? Is there like a monthly fee to get a level something? Again, I don't know about these platforms. Everyone has a different thing. So Susan, you're going to do your homework on that and figure it out. But you are, as far as best as I can tell, you're winning on this trade. 802.90, 803 on Nvidia. Let's see here. Somebody said something else. Where was this? Beach Boy. Again, I'll go slowly. Snow for Jan 2026. Okay. I wrote 150 cash secured puts on Snow, and I got 22.56 for these. The stock trades around 190. Okay. Flint, I need a soap. Okay. So you've written 150 cash secured puts, $40 out of the money. Lovely. Got paid $22.56 in cash, which means you're offering to pay $127.50-ish for a stock that's trading 190. I like this deal. I like this game. 150 times. So $2,250 times 150. Anybody got a calculator out there? How much money did he bring in? Anybody want to, any of you newbies want to know how this works? Here's a guy writing 150 contracts, put contracts, for $2,250 each, because it's $22.56 a share times 100 shares, $2,256 times 150 times. Hello? And he's willing to pay net 127 something a share. That's trading at 190 right now. What do you think about that, Richard? I like that deal. Getting $22 against 150. He had to put up no, 150s. He didn't write 150 of them. He wrote 150s. Pardon me. He wrote the 150s. He could well have done 150 of these. He wrote 150s, so he needed 15,000 to get back 2,256. Right. That is 15% on his money. So he's just hauled in 15% on his money to commit to buying a stock for $67, $62 under the market price. Not much of a commitment. I love this deal. It's cool. Anyway, Cody, hey, Bruce, would you always write a condor with the same expiry? I was thinking if you're bullish, then write a put side with leaps and then do the calls month to month. Any issues with that idea? I don't have a problem with that either. Again, it's your risk level and how you want to play it. I was the first one on today. Says Lorraine. Thank you, Lorraine, as always. I appreciate this. All right. Okay. Let's go. This is why Uncle Bruce is unique. Who else answers your questions on the spot? Gold Bagel member for life. Susan, I'm looking at Fidelity, but it might be 10 minutes behind. Bobby, the purchase option should be in the red, but you're selling as close to that. There you go. We're down 111 on the Dow. AI at 34.38. AI has recovered a little here. AI, the low was 33.71. We're at 34.38. So we've come back 67 cents kind of quickly here. Watch for a bounce back. That might happen. I don't know. Just saying. Nvidia, 804.50, up 13.40. Uber, $80, up 54 cents. SoFi, 8.94, down 4 cents on your SoFi, kids. Very good. Very good. Okay. Let me get my act together back here. I'm trying to just, there we go. All right. SoFi, 8.94. GameStop, 14.21, down 6 cents. Rocket Lab down 1 penny. We're coming back here on some of our stocks. You gotta love this, kids. All righty, Cody. Yeah, unless this was accidentally a debit spread versus a credit, you should be up on this. Flint Creek, I don't know what's going on here. Cody, did you buy the top 700 put and sell the 680 by mistake? Flint Creek cleaning up. Savage of Wall Street. Uncle Bruce. Altogether now, I have 10 Unity $30 cash secured puts lounging in January 2025. And I've taken in an average of $6.83 a share for each of these. So you've brought in 10 times $680. Okay, $6,800, $30. I would gladly buy Unity for $23.17, and I'll be paid $68.30 to do so. Not bad, eh? Yeah, not bad at all. Beach Boy, not 15 P contract, 20 contracts with a 150 strike. So he wrote 20 $150 contracts at 2,000 something a piece. Nice job, Cody, because you're calling 1544 a cost, not a credit. Alex, Uncle Bruce, good morning from the UK. Cold, windy, and miserable here. You're better off in California. GameStop is driving me nuts. Time is passing, stock is flat, but premiums aren't shrinking. Any idea why? I think there's speculation coming in. The premiums are not shrinking because I think the stock's going to go up for earnings. In January, I wrote July 15s for 285. They're now 235, 269. I think they're about to pop because I think the stock's about to pop in anticipation of earnings. That's my hunch. Call me wrong, but that's my hunch. I think GameStop is about to pop. I don't know by how much though. Is it going to go to 16, 18? Going to go to 18 to 20? I have no idea. Lorraine, $338,400 if he did 150 of them. That's right. Yeah, he didn't do it. He did 15. That's $33,000 though. So Beach Boy, well done. Well done. There you go. Fun times. Nvidia, 807.82. It just jumped a couple of bucks. All the puts on Nvidia are crashing in value. They're crapping out, and that means spreads are shrinking beautifully for all of you out there. Congratulations, those of you out there. Waverly, it's snowing out here. What the hey? A TJ GameStop reports earnings on the 27th of March. The 27th. So late. So incredibly late. That's amazing how long they're taking. 26 days from now, we find out what's going on. So there you go. Alex, we got weeks to wait for the GameStop. But I think that the option players have kind of said it all. This is it. This is as low as we're going. We're going up from here. That's my hunch too. Okay. High of the day on Nvidia, 808. What a run. This is why you put in stink bids and stink offers on Nvidia contracts. If you're creating, writing puts or buying puts, you put in stink bids and offers because these kind of pops can happen and it can really work your way. There you go. Nicely done, all of you guys. AI, 34.25, only down 272 now on AI. Uber, 80.44, up 94 cents. SoFi down 4. GameStop down 8. Rocket Lab down a penny. Spire down 35. SPYs are up 168. Qs are up 279. Apple down 166. Enphase down 183. AMD up 850. Adobe up 269. Netflix up $5. Tesla down 230. We've got Unity down 78, Google down 62 cents, Moderna down 175, Cisco down 49 cents, Pfizer off a couple of cents, IBM up 125, HPQ up 85, Microsoft down $1.13, Amazon up 55, Home Depot up 145, Vanik up 485, Goldman down 260, Boeing down $1.06, Meta up 11, big ones, 501 on Meta. Target up 63, JP Morgan down 75 cents, Costco up 195, and Walmart down 19 cents, Disney's up 40 cents, American Airlines down 8 cents, AMC up 4, DraftKings down 7, Royal Caribbean up 86 cents. Welcome to the party, everybody. It sure is nice to see you all here. We're having fun at the OK Corral. Yeah, man. There you go. Interesting stuff. Okay. Snowflake, Snow, 190.78 up 251. You know, the higher it goes, the more you know, the more those contracts shrink. So, well done, Beach Point. Way to go. Okay. All righty, everybody. Yep. Snow. Low of 189 today, high of 194, trading at 190.98 right now. The low 128, the high 237 in the last 52 weeks. Okay, Beach Boy, you working the magic. There you have it. We're down only 55 on the Dow now. We're definitely coming on. 808 again on Nvidia. We're going for 809 now. The Dow down 55. S&P is now up almost 11. NASDAQ up 67. We're getting a run up now. That is the story. One market, money's coming into the market. Okay. ISM manufacturing index falls to 47.8% in February from 49.1. Market likes this news. Very interesting. 808.50 on Nvidia. Puts are crapping out. Beautiful. AI 34.56. We are now 80 something cents off the low. We were at 33.71 on AI. We're 34.56 and climbing. Only 7.4 million traded here. The sell-off is light. Buying is coming in now. Bargain hunting. We may have another pop. We'll see how this plays. Don't forget, option expiry today is a big thing on AI today. Huge. Got to keep an eye on that. I can't wait to buy those 10 Unity cash secured puts 3 months from now for less than 70% less than I got them for. That's a nice job, buddy. Nice job, Savage of Wall Street. Keep it going, buddy. Nice work indeed. We're only down 2 pennies on SoFi. We're about to go green. We just went green on Rocket Lab, 459, 460. GameStop down a dime. SoFi almost going green. Uber up $1. Nvidia up 16.80. AI 34.36. The Dow only down 39 now. We're still coming on with more markets moving higher. We've got markets moving higher now. Everyone, thank you all for popping in, joining us today from wherever you are. It's option expiry Friday, March the 1st, 2024. Thank you all for seeing us today and hanging out with us. It's great to have you with us today. Those of you who are becoming members of this channel, welcome new members. Welcome existing members becoming Gold Bagel members. Congrats and thank you. Nice to have you all with us. Subscribers, we're getting, folks are joining up. Thank you. Love having you joining us as well. All right. A thumbs up meter, trying to get to 200 today. And we thank you for coming through with the thumbs up already. 162 now. 162 thumbs ups. 38 away from 200. Thank you. All right, Susan Shops. I think I need Nvidia to go higher. BTC 700 April 29 would be at 992 for a profit 1100, and the short, the STC, the 6 days will be a loss of 882 at 705. Profit of 222 is not enough. I need more. I need more. I want more. Well, you'll get more. Time is your friend, but movement is helping you already. So yeah, look, those 700s are worthless. They're going to zero. The 680s are worthless. They're going to zero. You're going to keep the difference. And the difference is that whatever that 400 something credit you got, you're going to get all of it or most of it. The higher these shares go, and as time goes by, you're going to have a lovely little return here. I like this. I like this game. Touchgrass, a thumbs up for Uncle Bruce. Thank you, Touchgrass. Appreciate you. Keep it coming on. Nice going, Susan Shops. This is really great for others to see how this works. Susan wrote the 700s for $15.44, and then she bought the 680s for $11.46. The difference is virtually $400 credit to her. So you put up, she put up a $2,000 commitment to get a $400 credit. That's 20% on her money. 20% on her money between now and April 19. That is really, that's 6 weeks. We're talking a 6-week, 7-week contract roughly. With the stock at 805, 806, 808 this morning, and these are $680 to $700 contracts, way out of the money. I mean, way behind the stock. This is how you do it. This is a classic put credit spread working very nicely. And even already in a few days, Susan is witnessing a gain of $200 something out of the 400. She's already being offered half a gain, half of her total reward she could get. It's already coming in. So this is pretty good. Anyway, there you go. Here we are. Here, I just want this thing to go higher. 222 is not enough. I want a higher profit. She could well find that at 810, 812, 815 a share. If they want to go there, that profit will go to 300, 310, 315 out of a possible 400. She may have 75% of the profits already available to shut this down now. I would recommend she do that at that point, and then she can roll up her puts. She can close these two out and then maybe write 730s and buy 710s, or write 740s and buy 720s. She'll just follow the stock as it keeps going comfortably, conservatively. There you go. Now, if you're doing 10 of these, you write 10 and you buy 10, your credit is $4,000. If you're writing 20 and buying 20, your credit was $8,000. Are you giving back 1,000 or 2 and keeping 6 or 7? It's all relative to the trade. It's the same trade. It's just a question of how much capital are you putting up to do this. Okay, there you go, everyone. Thank you. Bobby, Uncle Bruce, can you talk about what happens if a written call expires in the money on a poor man covered call strategy? If this happens, you are short the stock. So if you wrote a $40 call and the stock goes to $42 and you get taken out at 40, whatever you got for the premium, let's say you got a $4 premium for it, I'm just guessing, you keep the $4. You now get $40 a share. On top of that, you get $44 a share net to you. You already got the 4. You get the 40 on top of that. Now you have $4,400 in your account for every 100 exercised, every contract exercised. And if it's trading at 42, you can buy it back at 42 and flatten out the short position. Your long in the money call stays low. They don't touch it. You still have it, and it's gone up in value because the stock's gone up to 42. you can now write another call against your deep in the money call. So you've closed out the short position. You netted out to 200 in a gain in this case, is you sold the stock for 44 and you bought it back for 42. And you now have a deep in the money call with a $20 strike price. You can now write whatever call you want. You want to write a 45, stock's at 42. Do you want to write a 45 for 3 months and get $4 or $5 for that? 400 or 500 comes into your account immediately, and here we go again. You do not fear getting exercised. There you go. Alex, Susan, just fold your arms. White feather. Greed is good. Gordon Gecko. Savage Wall Street. Who is stupid enough to sell Unity down here? I mean, really? Hell, well, whatever. Thank you for the 200 Unity shares at $28.51. Stinker. Next stinker, $27.99. Lame duck, $166. Thumbs up. Not a lurker. Uncle Bruce, you should open up the show for us to call into you and ask a question. There you go. Susan. So, Bruce, should I write another today, or can I add to this position? Happy to be learning experience for all. Bruce, geez, this is the trade you gave us in Bagel Club early show. Exactly. That's exactly what I've done. Well, that's why you want to be a Gold Bagel member, because if you're a Gold Bagel member, you got this trade handed to you on a silver platter, and you're reaping the rewards. And does this pay for the $25 a month cost of being a Gold Bagel member? Yeah. And then some. Look, you can add to this position anytime you want. You can write another position. If you've got $2,000 lying around for this trade that you've just done here, and you got another $2,000 lying around, you can do another put credit spread, maybe a 720, a 740 and a 720. Maybe you'll do that. Maybe you'll do a 750 and a 730. You can have multiple credit spreads on the go on the same stock at all times. Some of you out there may find that eventually you're going to have 10 put credit spreads at a time going with 700, 680, 720, 700, 740, 720, 760, 740. So you might have a bunch of these going at the same time, all with different expiry dates, all with the same expiry dates, and you're managing your portfolio. That is called being a hedge fund operator. You're managing your hedge fund. You're hedging against the stock, and you're all over it, and you're busy making money. 806.60 on Nvidia. Stay well behind and enjoy the ride. Giddy up, kids. Yeah, this is okay. Depends where you want to play it. Yeah, of course. You can always just do the one, and load up with 2 or 3 or 5 or 20 or 50 contracts and just do the one position only. It's totally your call. Yeah, this is the best part about the option market. You can do this kind of trading with Nvidia, with Apple, Microsoft, the SPYs, the triple Qs, Netflix. Pick whatever one you want and stay well out of the way of the market. Write credit spread, put credit spreads, and enjoy. Yeah, baby. Or call credit spreads, whichever way you want to play this thing. Yeah, I love it. Susan Shops, thank you for all your comments today. This is great. I love it when viewers share this kind of information so that others can see, oh, that's what he's talking about. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I could do this with just one. I had no idea. I only need $2,000 to play with Nvidia. Like, I can speculate on Nvidia with $2,000. This is an $808 stock. Are you kidding me? How can a $2,000 investor play with Nvidia? Well, this is one way to do it. Take the classes. Stick around here a while. Do what Susan does. Susan is learning how this is done here and is getting all kinds of feedback from other viewers. I'm sure she's in the Discord group. And away you go. And if you need even more help, we'll do a one-on-one. We'll figure it out together. Here we go. 808.66 on NVIDIA. 809 on NVIDIA. Higher. Susan's getting richer right now. Live, right in front of our eyes. Susan's getting richer. Isn't this wonderful? It's fun. I like this game. 809.15, 809.50 for the high of the day on NVIDIA. Lovely, lovely, up $17, making viewers richer around here. Giddy up. Yes, indeed. This is kind of fun. Let's see here. Not a lurker, question and answer show. Marie, I agree, Susan. Hang on and fold your arms. Time pays. I have Nvidia 710, 740s. They are expiring March 15, and so far I've only have about $100 profit. I need more. There you go. Fold your arms. There you go. Well, the higher it goes, the quicker your profits come your way. And keep in mind, there's a spread between bid and ask on these contracts. And you have to keep in mind that if you're closing them out or you're thinking of closing them out for a maximum profit, you want to pay as little as possible for the call you're buying back or the put you're buying back and get as much as possible as the put you're selling. So that maximizes your trade. Stink bids, stink offers, even on credit trades, on the credit spreads. Very important safety tips. Okay, guys? Gotta love this. The Dow's up. The Dow's green. We're green on the Dow. We're up 5 points. We're up 13, 14 on S&P. We're up 68 on NASDAQ. Oil up 127. The market has gone completely green. 3404 on AI, watching to see if we're going to take a shot there. 807 to 808 on Nvidia. Uber 8050. SoFi down 1 penny. GameStop down 1 penny. Rocket Lab up 1 penny. We're going to the green side here. Get ready to rumble. That's what the dealio is here. Is anyone having fun? It's kind of, do you like this game? I like this game. Susan Marie, I think we are at the same learning curve. I do think timing on writing is important. I think I did a spread when Nvidia was close to 795, and it is paying off here. Honeybee, neat. Bobby, Nvidia making me double guess my 820, 840 call spread on Nvidia. Well, yeah, you're getting closer. I don't know when you're expiring though. Savage of Wall Street, boom, bought back 2 Unity covered calls I sold in December. $35 strikes for January 2025. I got $12.55 for those. I just bought them back for $4.75. Thank you. May I have another? Now, stinker to buy back another 2 for $4. Give them nothing. Nice going, Savage. Melvin, neat. There you go. Never forget to honor the Knights of Neat. Absolutely. Welcome all to the party. Thank you for joining us. Again, kids, I cannot emphasize enough. I can never, ever emphasize enough. Knowledge is the key to how this game is played. You have to know more than the other player that you're up against in whatever you're doing. And in this option business, you have to know how options work. You have to know how they move up, how they move down, how they deteriorate, how they're created, how you get involved in this. You need to understand the relationship between a stock or an index and these contracts. Because there are times where you can make money even when you're wrong. Sometimes markets move up and you've done put spread, you still make money. You've done call spread, you still make money. There's all kinds of things going on here. Join in and grab a class. Grab a class a week. Grab 2 classes a week. Get in there, make an investment into yourself. The Big T just picked up number 3 today. Congratulations, Big T. Step in there and get your hands on these classes. Set up a one-on-one with me when you're ready at any time, and we will go over this together, and we will guide you along this journey. The journey for the rest of your life. This isn't a one-time thing. You don't do one trade and I'm done now. No, it's a forever strategy, and it pays handsomely. Some of these folks around here, I love the comments, what they say. I don't even look at prices at the grocery store anymore. I just buy what I need. I'm in a hurry. I don't have time to dilly-dally for a 10-cent saving on a can of beans. Just, where are the beans? Oh, grab the beans. Let's go. We got to get out of here. I got to get back to work. I have option money to make. It's a new world. I can tell you right now. I got to get to the Four Seasons Hotel in the next 3 hours. I'm in a rush. I have a massage. I'm in a hurry. Touch grass. Go Savage. Susan and Bruce, you and I are doing my first one-on-one on Sunday. I hope you're well rested. I have a lot of questions. Can't wait. We're going to have some fun here. Odin's neat. Bobby, March 28th. Neat. Marie, agree, Susan. I wrote mine when it was close to 830. Then it dropped in price, and it took a while to get back into shrinkage. But it's back into shrinkage. At 806, it's back into shrinkage. Isn't that interesting? Honeybee, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? That's right, baby. What do you want to do with the rest of your life? You want to live your life rather than work away your life. And if this is work, bring me more of it. This kind of fun. This kind of a fun little job we got going here, everybody. Yes, I do have some one-on-ones set up this weekend. I'm booked this weekend, Saturday, Sunday. I'm now taking bookings for next weekend. If any of you want to do a session during the week, between Tuesday and Friday next week, you let me know, and I might be able to squeeze you in, after the morning shows and I get a bit of a nap in. We can try to do a session with you. Otherwise, it's next Saturday, Sunday. As more and more viewers are figuring out, I got to sit down with this guy. I am pissing away opportunity here. I can't afford to not be making money in this market. This market is just handing thousands of dollars over to all kinds of the viewers. I got to get in on this. When you're ready, you let me know. Just send me a private email and just say, okay, I think I'm ready for a one-on-one. I've taken some of the classes. I need a little more guidance. Mr. Professor, help me out. Giddy up. Thank you, everybody. Let's see what's going on here. Not a lurker. I'm in front of a computer. Uncle Bruce, what did I miss? Let's see. Cody, that's right, Mr. Honeybee. We want to rock. Cody, I forgot. He used to say that. Not a lurker, stock market. Bruce, where is Auntie Jen? She's out there having probably her coffee, and she's doing well. She's been doing her exercises all morning, and she's doing more vigorous exercises, muscle building, endurance building exercises. She's really rocking it. She wants to rock. Marie, laugh out loud. Susan, we are the same. I have one-on-one on Sunday too. I'm a busy guy. A Savage, and those 5 AI 3750 rolls from yesterday, the ones which originally were 3250, today those are up 21% already. Give them nothing, says Savage. Not a lurker, Savage of Wall Street. Those are facts. Susan, Marie, what time is yours? I'm at 2 p.m. Maybe Bruce can overlap us. No, I don't do that. No, we don't. I need a break. I do a session and I get off the air for a while and I rest and I get my voice back and I have a drink and I need to be freshened up before the next one. Anyway, I'm looking forward to these. I love these one-on-ones. When you guys are ready for them, you let me know. Marie, I'm at 10, but maybe we can pair up next time. There we go. Collaborating already, commiserating. There you go, kids. Thank you all so much for popping in here. I don't do phone-ins. There's a reason for that. Excuse me. Phone-ins are difficult to control. I worry about. I just don't want to handle any more pressure than I'm on right now. I'm watching all these markets, all these stocks, handling your commentary, and 2 hours goes by like that. I'm not good at time managing that kind of stuff. One-on-ones are fun. Four-on-ones are a challenge, but I get them done. But you have to kind of just type in the question and let me work it as best I can. Otherwise, it's got to be a one-on-one, really. I thought about doing like a 1-800 number thing, and I've schemed up a million things, but I'm doing this. This is keeping me pretty hectic here. Splair, just in case, I'm wishing all of you a relaxed weekend. I start work on Monday, but after the 5th, I'll be on the air with you all. Right on there, Splair. Not a lurker, maybe members only. Splair, I feel it with the time, Uncle B. Odin's trolls would ruin the stream with a phone available to call. Yeah, that's the problem. Susan Marie, if you're up for it, interested in exchanging emails with Bruce, would love to bounce off trades with you as we are at some level. Would love to get as good as the guys. Beach Boy, Savage, see you and Raise. I wrote 100 AI July 26s, cash secured puts, 251. Giddy up. TJ, I can hear it now, Bruce. You pick up the phone and get Baba Booey. And not a lurker, Beach Boy, Uncle Primo. There you go. we do the best we can with what we have. Okay, everybody. 34.30 on AI, down 268. We're up 2 points on the Dow. 807.08 on Nvidia here, 807.24 now. Uber at 80.18. SoFi down 3 cents. GameStop up 5. Rocket Lab up 1.5. We're turning green bit by bit by bit. Slow but sure. The market is going onto the green side right now at the moment. Spire up 12 cents. Apple down 250, but Enphase is up, AMD is up, Adobe is up, Netflix is higher. We've got Moderna up 360, Pfizer's up, IBM, HPQ, Amazon, Home Depot, Vanik, Meta, Target, Costco, all green. AMC, even AMC is up 8 cents. Royal Caribbean up 80. There you go, everybody. We've got some moves going the right direction. Thank you all for joining me today. Look forward to these one-on-ones Saturday and Sunday. And then, of course, next week we have one-on-ones coming up as well. Any of you want to do one, let me know, and we'll kind of get together, okay? Thank you all. And Marie is saying to Susan, hey, are you on Discord? Send me a DM, direct message. Splendid. Uncle Bruce, after 5 hours, I will still be on the air after it's done. Susan Marie thought we'd give Bruce emails. You could do that. I can always pass them back to you. Cody, maybe instead of a phone call, Bruce, you can do a scheduled interview with one of your prodigies. Personally, though, I don't see the need. Beach Boy, sorry you. I'm really just JR. Okay, standing in the shower, getting ready to sub Spanish class, and a nugget goes by that pays for many months of Gold Bagel membership. Never thought of closing out each position on credit spreads. Never thought of closing out each position on credit. JR, way to go, says Lurker. JR, individually the max profits. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. I never thought of that. That's why people do one-on-ones. You see, there's also that. What can I say? We try to maximize profits and help you out. Laugh out loud from Lurker. Giddy up, all of you guys. Just want to make you guys richer every way we can, any way we can. If you want to become part of the Discord group, if you're a member of this channel and you want to become a Discord group participant, send me a private email, and we'll get you to the links. And not Lurker, Uncle Bruce going to send you a link. Laughing out loud. Savage of Wall Street, same with Unity. There we go. All right. Thank you all for joining me today and all this week, all of the month of February, January, and since Jan 21. It's been a pleasure. We're going to keep this going. Anybody have any questions, send me a private email. Otherwise, we'll set you up and take care of you. Anybody need help with your links for your classes, let me know. We'll get you set up there. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll get this party going on Monday again. In the meantime, there might be a video coming out at any time, because I'm always scheming of ways to help you get richer. Kind of my mission in life is to make you guys richer. Welcome all. Thank you all. Thanks for the thumbs ups today. The final count, let me take a look. Thumbs up meter now showing. Machine is awfully slow today. We are at 174. So if anyone's watching on the rerun, please hit the thumbs up button. Give us a little bit of added momentum if you could. Thank you to Richard on the knee emojis, along with TJ, and Lurker saying, I need to listen to the early show. Congrats, those of you out there who have started writing options for the very first time. Those of you who are writing your very first set of credit spreads, deep in the money, buying deep in the money options and writing poor man cover calls for the first time. Congratulations. Don't forget to honor the Knights of Neat. They're out there. They need to be honored. They need to be acknowledged. And have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful weekend with your families and friends, pals, everything else. And say hi to Auntie Jen. You got it. We'll say hi to Auntie Jen for you. No problem at all. Thank you so much, everybody, for your phenomenal support of this YouTuber. It is much appreciated. Honeybee, neat, Melvin, neat, Marie, neat. Sure, Susan, he can send me an email. Karen, oh my fidelity, I just have to remember, neat. I got to refresh a lot. Jimmer, neat, Savage of Wall Street. Slow. How can that be? I'm making money. Folks on here making money. There is no slow day for us, just shrinkage. I'm talking about my computer, how slow my computer is right now. It's slow. Big E. I got to clean it up. Larry, thank you, Splair. Enjoy the weekend. You got it, buddy. Thank you, everybody. Splair. Here they go. We're up 10 on the Dow. Giddy up. 3440 on AI. Giddy up. Keep coming up. Nvidia 80722 up 16 big ones. Nice. Uber up to 80.10. SoFi down 3 cents. GameStop up a penny, and Rocket Lab up a half a penny. There you go. More green than red, that's for sure. And we're climbing. I think we may have an up day when it's all said and done. We'll have to see how this plays out. Up 21 on the Dow now, climbing. Do not be surprised if a lot of issues go green later with the option expiries going through. Don't forget that. Option expiry Friday. Thank you, Susan Shops and Bobby Atkinson. Thanks for the entertainment this week. We have a great weekend. Thank you, guys. You guys have a good one yourselves. And we'll see you for sure on Monday. And we'll see how much richer you are then. Okay, everybody? Thank you. This is Bruce and Auntie Jen from Palm Desert, California, saying thanks for joining us for another fun week. Have a great one out there. Keep the drive alive, and we'll talk to you next week. All right, bye for now.